Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here are the answers from exercise 31, where you need to solve all the equation. Let me just start with the first one, exercise A. X squared minus 7x minus 18 is equal with 0. Now first we need to use the product sum method, so we're gonna create the bracket x plus 2 and x minus 9 is equal with 0, which means that x plus 2 needs to be 0 or x minus 9 needs to be 0. So x is minus 2 or x is 9. And that's exercise A. B. X squared minus 7x is equal with minus 10. Now first you need to create on the right side is equal with 0. So x squared minus 7x plus 10 is equal with 0. Now we need to use the product sum method. So x minus 2 and x minus 5 is equal with 0. So x minus 2 is 0 or x minus 5 is 0. So x is equal with 2 or x is equal with 5. Alright, exercise C. X squared minus x is equal with 6x. Now create on the right side is equal with 0. You get x squared minus 7x is equal with 0. We can't use product sum method, but we need to factorize with the x, and then x minus 7 inside the brackets is equal with 0. So x is 0 or x minus 7 is 0, so x is 7. Alright, so those were the first 3 exercises. Go on. D. X squared is equal with 100x. It's gonna be x squared minus 100x is equal with 0. So x multiplying with x minus 100 is equal with 0. So x is 0 or x minus 100 is equal with 0. So x is 100. And that's exercise D. Exercise E. 100x squared is equal with x. 100x squared minus x is equal with 0. Put the x outside the bracket, you get x multiplying with 100x minus 1 is equal with 0, which means that x needs to be 0 or 100x minus 1 is 0. So add on both sides 1, so 100x is equal with 1, so x is 1 over 100. And that's exercise E. Exercise F. X squared minus 100x is equal with 101. So x squared minus 100x minus 101 is equal with 0. So x plus 1 and x minus 101 is equal with 0. So x plus 1 needs to be 0, so x is minus 1, or x minus 101 is 0, so x is 101. Go on with G. X squared plus 20 is equal with 9x. X squared minus 9x plus 20 is equal with 0, so I'm gonna put it immediately in the right order. Then you get x minus 5 times x minus 4 times x minus 5 is equal with 0. So x minus 4 is 0 or x minus 5 is 0. So x is 4 or x is 5. Alright, exercise H. That's 3x minus 4 inside the brackets times 4x minus 3 is equal with 0, and because there's on the right side is equal with 0, we can immediately solve it in 3x minus 4 is 0, or 4x minus 3 is 0. So 3x is equal with 4, so x is 4 over 3, or if we need to simplify it, 1 over 3, or 4x is equal with 3, so x is 3 over 4. And that was h. Then I. There needs to be a 0 there. So exactly the same with h. X plus 2 multiplying with 5x minus 3 is equal with 0. So we can solve it immediately. X plus 2 is 0, or 5x minus 3 is 0. So you get x is minus 2, or 5x is equal with 3. So x is 3 over 5. There you go. So 3 to go. J. That's the J. 7x multiplying with x minus 1 again is equal with 0. So 7x is 0, or x minus 1 is equal with 0. So x is 0, or x is 1. Then k. 7x squared is equal with 14x. So we need to create on the right side is 0. So 7x squared minus 14x is 0. So we're gonna put the 7x outside the brackets. Then we still have left x, and minus 2 is 0. So 7x is 0, or x minus 2 is 0. So x is 0, or x is 2. And then the last one, exercise L. X squared minus x is equal with 72. So x squared minus x minus 72 is equal with 0. We need to use the product sum method with minus 8, x minus 8, and x plus 9. Is that correct? No, it needs to be the opposite. So it needs to be x plus 8 and x minus 9 is equal with 0, because 8 times minus 9 is minus 27, but if I add them, you get minus 1. So x plus 8 is equal with 0, so x is minus 8, or x minus 9 is 0, so x is 9. So those are the answers from exercise 31. So you need to create on the right side always is equal with 0. If there's another number, you need to multiplying out the brackets first, but we didn't need to do it in exercise 31. And we even didn't use the theory like x squared is equal with c, that you need to use the square root. So that was exercise 31.